What's up? You confirm some things?
Yeah, it looks like we're live right now.
Sound and everything.
What up, everybody? Welcome.
What's good, people? What's good, folks? Yo, it's getting crazy, man. Mayhem time for Troy Weaver, and we talked about that. Everybody that was crying about him. Look, we can't even start the show off with Jaden Ivey.
Yeah.
Because Troy Weaver, man.
Yeah.
Because Troy. Hey, look. I do. Let's give this Jaden Ivey pick some more I guess attention. Just really quick, I believe it was exactly the pick that the Pistons needed, man. What do you guys think, Sean, Jeff?
And I think it's also a pick that other teams are clamoring over. Like, this is why so many teams called up Troy Weaver and it was trying to get Jaden Ivey, because he's dynamic. He's the best guard in the draft. He has a possibility to be the best player in the draft. So Troy Weaver nailed it, man. And people, to other people, I want to call a couple people out, because that Jeremy Grant trade yesterday, I get why people were frustrated. But you have to trust the vision. You have to trust the bigger picture, because look what Troy turned that first-round pick into, Jalen Duren. And I got the same people who were frustrated about that trade. They're typing on Twitter, "Let's go, Jalen Duren!" But you don't understand that there's a process.
They're all telling you to trust in Troy right now, and literally.
Now they're saying that.
Hours ago.
Gotta trust in Troy, man.
Y'all weren't trusting Troy.
That. Sean, do you have the details of that trade?
Yeah, absolutely, man. So in the trade, so first of all, there was some confusion right away because we had Sham's tweet that Duren went to the Knicks, and we had Woj tweet that Duren was going to the Pistons.
Damn
well, Shams wasn't wrong. He
wasn't wrong.
No, he wasn't wrong. No, he wasn't wrong. There was a point where Jalen Duren was a New York Knick, but in that trade, the Pistons got sent the remaining contract of
Trader Troy
of Kemba Walker. And in addition, they get the rights to the 13th pick in the NBA draft, which is Jalen Duren. And all they had to give up was the 2025 first-round pick, which they got yesterday in that trade for Jeremy. So now the complete picture is all it took for Detroit to get the two guys that they wanted in the first round, which was Jaden Ivey and Jalen Duren, was one first-round pick that didn't even belong to you until 24 hours ago. So listen, man.
What would that pick been? What would have conveyed to? Maybe low 20s, maybe?
That's why everybody who thought you were actually going to select that pick, like, that's an asset. Like, this is why you have that pick, because you can make trades.
Yeah, the reason why you get the pick is so you can move the pick. Like literally, this pick has been moved 3 times already. This is the 3rd time this pick's been moved. Yeah. Exactly, man.
Well, we got Chris,
listen, dude.
We got Deuce. We got him out here, man.
Weaver's feeling good. He's telling y'all to deal with it, man. He's got it's legal in Michigan. So he's got that J in his mouth. He's feeling good, man.
That's not Photoshop. That's real.
No, that's life. That's just Troy being Troy.
Hey, look, we told y'all, and we kept hearing people say, "No, man, look at this move, look at that move." I said, look at the big picture. You got to hold on. Troy is not the GM that you can grade deal by deal. When you're putting together a puzzle, how can you sit here and say this piece is insignificant? If you're gonna sit here and look at the end result, every single step it takes to get there is what matters. And you guys have to remember something. Troy Weaver wasn't coming here and working with a clean cap sheet. He came here and created that. He wasn't working with a decent roster. He came here and created that.
And
why doubt him now?
And he's still maintaining it. Like, this is the biggest surprise to me.
Hold on. I'm sorry. Jeff, I feel like I've interrupted you many times.
You have. It's okay, though. Go on.
I love you.
Go on, brother.
Go on.
According to Troy Weaver, I don't think we're done yet, but we'll see.
Didn't we say this?
Yeah. That's why. Is that worth it? Is that worth it?
It's worth it because what have we been saying? I look into the camera often and I tell you guys this. Would anybody be like shocked if we came away with 2 or 3 first rounders in this draft? I've been saying that every single stream, every podcast, because Troy. I know you guys been saying it too. Thank you for letting me get the soapbox, because you guys are gonna get it too. We're gonna get Chris and Deuce in here too.
Did you hear the soapbox I put when I was on stream? Like, I was lit. I
do it.
I went off a little bit there. I went off on
the followers too, man, and the supporters and the people in the comments. Everybody, man, people have been on this. You know, people have been rocking with us. They've heard what we've had to say. They've been kind of saying similar things, and this is exciting. It's an exciting time because we got a GM who knows what he's doing. So overall, man, look, the Jaden Ivey pick, obviously, that's fantastic. I agree with Jeff. He has an opportunity to be, in my opinion, the best player in this draft. He works like it. He's a dog, man. He goes hard. I love this stuff.
Well, in addition, guys, I love this. We talked about this for a long time. I mean, for those of you that tune into We're Pistons, for those of you that tune into Jeff and I on From Half Court, what have we been saying this entire time? we need the running mate with Cade Cunningham.
Mm-hmm.
We need to go figure out. And before the lottery, we thought it was going to be a pick and roll partner. But in reality, what it was is going to be the back roll. That's going to be the backcourt duo. It's going to be the tandem of Ivy and Cunningham that's going to be leading us into the future. Possibly the next era of the next great Pistons backcourts. We had Dumars and we had Dumars and Isaiah Thomas.
Mm-hmm.
We had Chauncey and Rip, and now it could be Cade and Ivy.
It can. I'm gonna go out.
It's gonna be Cade and
man.
Ivy.
I'm drinking all of the Kool-Aid.
Oh, absolutely.
I'm drinking all of the Kool-Aid. Look, we can't sit here for months and talk about this is the pick, this is the guy, this is the one we think can be next level. Then they pick him and we're like, oh, okay, cool. No, man, that's what kind of Houston Rocket fans did with Jalen Green.
Mm-hmm.
They were talking, and then all of a sudden, no. We believe in Troy. We believe in his vision. We believe in his team. We knew he had something else going on because we know that's the way that he operates.
And he only needed you to wait 24 hours, hardly that, to make sense of the Jeremy Grant trade.
Did anybody see this coming? Or is it just like we always say, you don't know what Troy's doing? We just know he's going to do it. That's Troy.
Yeah.
That's Troy, man. Like, seriously. Anything else on this before we get the rest of the crew involved?
I want to say about the trade itself. Like, I applaud Troy for trading Jeremy Grant, not taking any bad contracts, but I also applaud him for getting Jalen Duren with what? Not taking on any bad contracts. You didn't have to get Gordon Hayward. They got Jalen Duren and they got assets without taking on bad contracts. That is the definition of a good general manager, man.
And that's what I said. On the stream, we just said that we don't want to take back the junk. Is Gordon Hayward even worth that pick? Troy Weaver's like, y'all don't even know what I'm doing here. Y'all think I'm trading up with Sacramento to get Jaden Ivey? No. You guys think I really, 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 really want to come away with just a Jabari Smith and try and throw a king's ransom for that? No, because we talked about this. We're like, well, jokingly, if it's not Jabari, then I want to look at Ivy and a Mathurin or Ivy and a Duren. We thought that would be better than if they just came away with one of those top three guys, especially when you're pairing them with who? Cade, mother-loving Cunningham, brother.
Cade,
and I got an update for Kemba Walker, which I called this. All right, Kemba Walker and the Pistons are expected to discuss a contract buyout that will allow him to become a free agent. Walker landed with Detroit as part of a 3-team trade. So, yeah, I mean, I didn't think Kemba was staying here anyway, but that's the point, though. You're not taking on any bad contracts.
Yep.
They're going to have Jaden Ivey, Jalen Duren, and 56, this is before signing any contracts, $1 million in cap space, guys.
Yeah.
Like that's we can't let that slide. Like that's a big time. And now you have 4, 5, 6 guys that can contribute, and they're all on rookie deals.
Guards are going to have a rough time this coming summer, man, because we have Frank, Hami, and some others that –
Now we will have to eat that salary for Kemba, but for
it's like $9 million.
But for the opportunity to still get Jalen Duren, to still get Jaden Ivey, and again, all you had to give up was a first-round pick at the end of the day. You still have the opportunity for Jeremy to move on and to go play, for a team and not have to make that commitment to a salary. But in addition, now we talk about a team with the possibility of a front court. We might be having to talk about some trades at some point Kelly Olynyk. That's a guy that we're going to question his spot on the team. Isaiah Stewart, we're wondering about his role. Killian Hayes is someone that his story just became a whole lot more interesting. In my opinion, I think you're going to really start to see who's really going to be here in this young core, because now you got some options. You've got some names. And the truth is, you're going to have some young guys competing for some spots and for some jobs, man. So this team's going to be fun. This team's going to be competitive. But in addition, they have a lot of options, man.
Heck of a lot.
Flexibility, man. That's the word I've been preaching. I said it. I posted on Twitter the night of the trade. Flexibility. I'm still going to say it. Flexibility. That is what you want with a good general manager. You want options. And I trust Troy to select those options, man. And I sound like a broken record, but this isn't Stan Van Gundy. Yeah. Right. And I shout out to my man Stan Van Gundy, because he's been catching strays by me for quite some time. Like, I've been throwing a lot of strays at Stan Van Gundy. But the point of it is, Troy operates differently. So this is good. I mean, they're going to buy out Kemba. You might have to eat a little bit of that money, but still, you got a lot of guys, young guys, that are going to be competing, man. And I don't think this team really has a ceiling yet. You don't know how good these guys are going to be. So that's the most exciting part.
And y'all, are you telling me that you aren't excited for a Jalen Duren, Jaden Ivey summer league? Are you telling me that you aren't going to be tuned in to see what these guys are going to be doing.
Hey, bro, you saw me on the other stream. I'm all for the Summer League Pistons. Let's get it.
But this is a different kind of Summer League Pistons, because we haven't had this type of excitement. I mean, really, since Cade.
So you mean to tell me that Jalen Duren is going to dethrone Summer League Stanley Johnson?
I mean, listen. I mean, Summer League Stanley Johnson is in the pantheon, right? He's on the Mount Rushmore, but
what do you get, like 80 points in Summer League one year?
But don't even bring up his name before bringing up Summer League Kareem Henry Ellenson. When we talk about the Kareem Abdul-Jabbar of the Orlando Magic practice gym, I am telling you, dog.
He's a bucket.
What about Summer League KD Austin Day?
Oh, that's true. That's a good point, man. That's a good point. How could we forget about Summer League Kyrie saving Lee? You know what I mean? Like, listen, man. I'm just saying.
Who was KCP? Was he Jordan or was he Kobe?
Another guy, man.
You know what? Because he actually
the Motor City Mamba. The Motor City Mamba.
Yeah, I would say about some Kobe, man.
Yeah, Motor City Mamba. I like that.
You said a name, Saban Lee, and it brings back to memory something I was going to bring up here. We picked a guard. There's some decisions to be made now. It's not hard decisions. It's not going to be any difficult decisions, but there are decisions that have to be made. We got Frank. We got Hami. We got poor old Saban Lee down in the G League.
And I'll say this. Those are easy decisions.
These are easy decisions.
Because this is why Troy said this too. We need talent. Like, it's not about fit. We're not at that point yet where you draft for fit, you draft for talent. So I don't even think he thought twice in his mind about Frank Jackson, Saban Lee. Even, I'm going to be honest, a little bit of Killian Hayes too. Like, he just said, Jaden Ivey, eyes dialed in. This is the guy I want. Everybody else is going to have to figure it out.
What decisions are they going to make?
Well, here's what I will say first. Kevin, a lot of praise coming on Twitter to the Pistons right now. One from Woj, where he talked about how this is a tremendous coup for Troy Weaver. Kevin O'Connor, Pistons core is crazy. They nailed the draft tonight. Jalen Duren couldn't land in a better spot than he has with Cade Cunningham and Jaden Ivey.
When's the last time
they
our front office has been
blend together?
Dude,
rare for a young team to have such a great fit. My goodness, the pick and rolls they're gonna run together. Like, Kevin O'Connor is drooling over this team.
Anymore? Because how long have we waited to hear stuff like this?
And you can make
from our national media.
You can make an argument we've won the last 3 drafts.
Bro, I'm shocked my zipper's intact.
You can make a legitimate
how rock hard I am as a fan. I am shocked my zipper's intact.
Jeff takes things that he knows.
I know I might hit you in the eye, dude. I'm sorry.
We bring the shenanigans when we're together too, obviously.
Oh my God.
What were you saying, Brandon?
I might poke your eye out, dog.
You had just said.
I said you can make an argument the Pistons have won the last 3 drafts.
That's the thing. Jeff says things that I know he believes, but he's a nice guy. So he tries to. No, it's no argument. It is. Put some spec on Troy Weaver's, and he's just trying to be nice. He knows that the Pistons have. First of all, Cade Cunningham.
Yep.
Come on, that's just a win. That curves the grade all the way up to a B already.
You got Sadiq, Killian, and Isaiah Stewart.
A+. Kool-Aid for me, man.
Jaden Ivey and Jalen Duren. Teams are watching. And this is why players are giving props, because they're like, damn, Troy Weaver over there building something special.
Yeah.
And this is what you want. You want to be able to track free agents.
Chair, man?
Yeah, Deuce here. You want to sit?
Get in here, man.
I'll say he can take mine. This is the middle one. We'll exchange. Let's go.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, we got our guy Downtown Deuce coming in. Jeff, we love you. Thank you so much.
Jeff, hey, I know you got a big day tomorrow. Gonna be on these shows.
I might in a little bit. I think, you know what? I think we bring in a whole new crew. I think you come in, you take my spot, and I think you have a seat. I think we allow some new voices in here real quick.
Hey, Mr. Jonah, you got some time for us, brother? Yeah, come on, guys.
Man, absolutely.
Hey, yeah, listen, guys.
Take my spot.
Woodward Sports, we are trying to do not anything different. We're just trying to be passionate with the coverage that we bring to the Pistons, with people who are knowledgeable, with people who are extremely passionate about this team, and with people who love this team. No matter the era, these are people who didn't jump off bandwagons during their years. These are not people who, they went through the motions. These are people who you check the receipts, you check the history. These people have continued to stay tuned in to the Pistons, man, straight up. And so I am happy to be able to bring in some of these other people. For Deuce, this is your first time actually in the Studio B. I know you got your fill with Studio A, and I'm glad for that.
Yeah, he started in the big leagues.
He started in the big leagues.
We are not done yet.
No, get in here.
No, not at all.
Jonah, you talk, man. Y'all take over.
Not at
We
all.
got Mr. Andrew Jonah. We introduced him before. He started what were Pistons, what coverage here? What were sports Pistons coverage?
Absolutely.
Yes, sir.
For a little bit.
I just
Yes,
want to comment
sir.
on a couple tweets that we got from Troy Weaver so far.
Go ahead.
Speaking on Jaden Ivey, he has electric speed and he'll create opportunities for us because of his speed. He has the athletic gifts to be a tremendous defender. So we can already see everybody talks about Jaden Ivey and Cade Cunningham offensively. We get it. But on the defensive side of the ball, we know Dwayne Casey. He requires you to be a dog
Play
on
defense,
defense.
Exactly. And
So
that's what we need.
And I can't think of a honestly, few people I would rather have coaching this team than Dwayne Casey. Dwayne Casey has an excellent track record with young guys, and that's the thing that people aren't talking about is we have like 6 players on rookie contracts who are going to play in our rotation.
Yep.
Which, what does that mean? You have 9 more roster spots, and you have all this cap money. You can get you can get 8, and you can get those guys, or you can get like 5 high level, decent mid contract contributors, and all of a sudden you have a team. You have a 10-man rotation, at which last year, let's be real, at times, and the year before, the Pistons were struggling to have 8 guys in their rotation.
Exactly.
So this is the beautiful side of it, is that now that we have all this cap flexibility that we've been talking about, we now have the opportunity to have a legit 10-guy rotation that is good and can last in the season and give us something.
Yeah, I really can't wait to see Jaden Ivey paired with Cade Cunningham.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people were saying that, Jaden Ivey's ball dominant. He doesn't look for
But Cade can't dribble the ball every play.
Okay, exactly. You got to think about that. And also, we saw at Purdue, we saw that was required of Ivey.
Mm-hmm.
That was what he was asked to do. But when you put him alongside of Cade Cunningham, somebody who can play off ball as well as dominate the ball, now Jaden Ivey doesn't have the same responsibility. Now he can relax.
But I will say the one caveat is that I do think there will be a strong learning curve between Ivy and Cade for sure.
For sure.
It's going to take time.
Yeah, it is, and that's fine. They got plenty of time. They're young, and you got one of the best coaches to deal with it in Dwayne Casey. And I'm going to keep hammering that point home.
Yep.
That he has an excellent track record at developing, and when you give him 6 guys to develop, you're in a good situation.
Yeah.
And not to mention now you have all this cap flexibility to sign. Look, everybody is loving what the Pistons are doing. So I'm sure that the owners, that Gores and all management is looking at this team and going, you know what? Just get the people that fit.
There you go.
We don't have to win now.
Yep.
We don't have to get guys that are going to take away from these players in their moment. Let's get guys that support. So you can get Ayton, you can get smaller players.
There you go.
So
Absolutely.
it just opens up a lot. There will be some learning curves, but this is a incredibly built team, especially when you look at it 2-3 years ago, what this situation was versus where it's at now. I mean, I don't want to be biased here, and I don't want to make like a super bold overreaction.
Do it.
Overreaction.
Go for it.
But I really believe. I mean, how many teams can you name that you like their position better than Detroit right now? How many?
Not many.
You can name OKC for sure.
Oh, you can't. Giddy's a good dog.
Yeah.
Giddy's a dog.
Yeah,
sure.
and all the draft capital they got, and they got Chet today. Memphis, you love Memphis because they're young.
I love
and they're proven. But how many other teams can you name?
I would say maybe Orlando with their pick tonight, and then also you got Wagner, you got picks there, you got Jalen. Like you got some dogs in Orlando right now.
They do, but
they're not.
rather-
It's not like Detroit.
none of them are Cade though.
None of them are Cade, and none of them are Ivy, where they're gonna play well. It reminds me a lot of maybe you got your next. I'm not saying this. Your next Stephen Clay, one of those type of dogs. A Jalen Brown to a Jason Tatum.
I like that one.
It's like that one. You got a duel now, and Pistons. And the last time we had that was, I would say, Billups and Rip.
There you go.
Yeah.
And that was the last time we truly had a duel in our backcourt. And now we have so much potential this season, and we have the offseason. And if we don't go for a guy like DeAndre Ayton, I'm okay with that this offseason. Just let the process be tonight proven that trust in Troy Weaver. Hell yeah, we trust in Troy Weaver every day.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And listen, you can't not trust Troy Weaver now. Like you can't not.
He put that to bed. I mean, just 24 hours ago.
It should have already been put to bed.
Yes.
But now it is, because I understood why people were. I myself was a little nervous. I wouldn't say I hated it. I just thought that Grant could get a higher pick in return. That was my only thing. I like the flexibility, but I thought Grant could give you a higher level first round pick. But I ultimately was okay with it. And now look, there is just no reason to doubt this man's moves, both in trades and in the draft room. We obviously know he's A1.
Yep.
So, now the only place left to do it is free agency. And it's gonna be interesting.
It's gonna be very interesting
that we were saying that they were saying on the live stream. You guys were saying it. People want to come here now.
That's it.
Like things are
when was
really,
the last
really
time
changing.
Woj gave the Pistons this type of praise? When was the last time?
Never
Woj?
since Woj has been around.
Detroit, even Kendrick Perkins just now was just giving credit to Detroit. We're coming, and a lot of people are realizing this. The Pistons next season are going to be out playing for they're going to play every day hard.
Yeah.
We saw it last season. They're not going to stop fighting. Now with Duren and maybe an Ayton and a Bridges, they're not. There's nothing stopping this team now.
Yeah.
They're young and they're hungry and they're ready to go.
And just the way the Pistons are being viewed around the league now, they're relevant again.
Yeah,
it's such a good feeling. It's such a good feeling. 2004 was the first playoff series. First time I ever watched Pistons basketball. First game I ever watched was Chauncey Billups hitting the half quarter, literally.
Oh, against the Nets?
Yeah, against the Nets.
Wow.
So like that was like, and obviously that was like dopamine 1000. I was hooked.
Facts.
But since then, man, like this is the most excited I've been.
Yeah.
Like we got a guy in Cade, and now not only do we have a guy, we have a lot of young talent that's really good, and we have a GM who's now proven to me that he can make great moves.
Yeah.
And I have my full faith in the organization, and that's such a great feeling. And to see national people talk about Detroit, I used to listen to Bill Simmons dying for him to talk about the Pistons. Dying for Bill Simmons to talk about the Pistons, and now everybody wants to talk about it.
Everybody wants to talk about it.
It's a beautiful thing.
And the moves that were made, this is for the long term. All these things happening, and we're still building for the future. That's what I love about this. We don't even know how good we're going to be yet.
Yeah,
we have all this draft capital. What are we going to do with it? We don't know, and that's the beauty of it. The fact we can have conversations about who we're going to draft and who we're not going to draft is because of Troy Weaver. Without that cap space, there's no conversation.
The world is our oyster.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
I think you guys can, figure out who that was.
Let me ask. I know we're in the heat of the draft, but let me ask this. Let me look forward a little bit ahead here. In free agency, like obviously Ayton's a name, but let's say you go the route of getting veterans, because obviously this is a young team and you want veterans that are good and can contribute. Who are the ones that can really that you see on the market that you can really think can contribute the right way, that can help the team grow? And shout out to Jeff.
I'll let you start, Andrew. What do you think?
Rather.
We're gonna call it, guys. Yeah. We appreciate you guys hanging with us.
All right, well, good answers on that question.
We're gonna have our guys come back in and wrap it up. Yeah. Appreciate y'all rocking with us. Detroit basketball.
Hey, give it up to these guys, man. That's what's up, man. Yes, sir. All right, what up, y'all? Hey, shout out, man. Shout out to all these guys coming in, talking Pistons, bringing it down. The Woodward Pistons team is more than Brandon, Jeff, and myself, man. We got some super talented people. We got some people that love the Pistons. And listen, man, we want to be the voices at the forefront and at the helm of the Pistons community, man, the Pistons coverage. And listen, man, this is just the beginning. We're going to have so much post-draft coverage, so much summer league coverage. The draft's not even done yet, man. There's more we could be talking about when we come back tomorrow. So that's the crazy
there's going to be a lot more we're going to be talking about,
100%.
because he's got to be picking up somebody after the draft.
100%.
The undrafted signings, the training camp invitees, the
we
summer
still
league
got
invites,
pick number 36 as well. So the Pistons night is not done.
And you know that those picks, 33, 34, 35, 36, sometimes they're almost like another first round pick.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Draymond was a second round pick, so you can get value there.
Absolutely.
Listen, this is chapter 1 of the book, man. I mean, you really counted as chapter 2. Drafting Cade was chapter 1. He's still building this, so it's a marathon, not a race. To all you guys overreact about the Jimmy trade, one last just chill out. All right, chill out. There's a process, and now if you don't know it then, you know it now.
Buffed up, Jeff.
Before we go off the air, I would be remiss if I wouldn't just take a second and say, man, be sure to show some love to Jeff and to Kool-Aid in the chat. Be sure to show some love to Stick and everyone that helped put this stream and made it together. You know, Downtown Deuce, Terry Foster, D-Mac, everyone that showed out.
Yeah,
tonight,
Maddie,
man.
Legend.
Maddie
And listen,
Miller,
man,
Jonah,
like I know I speak,
Fish, the
yeah,
legend.
I know I speak for us when I say, man, that I'm just so grateful for this community, for the people that are supporting us, tuning in, that are
Man,
part of the
that's why
that
we
are
do
part
this.
of the team that tune in, the people like Chuck and Carl and
Mr.
all
Ray.
sorts of people
Yeah.
in,
Shout
in
out
the
those two,
comments
man.
that
And
Bravo.
more.
you know,
And
just
more.
just all the hardcores, man. There's just so many to list. Yeah, like it'd be at the risk of forgetting people. So
Yeah.
listen, man, I love this community. I love this team more than anything, man. And I'm just excited for the year that we have coming up because exciting things are ahead for us,
And
man.
to put it blunt, like without you guys, we don't exist. So
Exactly,
you guys,
man.
you guys
Not at
give
all.
us, you guys tune into our content. That's the most thing I'm appreciative of, man. We'll keep releasing it.
Absolutely,
You guys keep showing love, so
baby.
shout out to the fans.
Subscribe to Woodward Pistons.
Do it.
Subscribe to Woodward Sports. Subscribe to From Half Court, man.
Hey, it's gonna be a big summer. It's gonna be a
Absolutely.
big Piston season. We were just sitting here saying, let's see what Troy does before we start to judge him. Skip that. I'm gonna judge him right now. He's already done it.
Yeah.
Successful summer, man. But
Yes, sir.
hey, good night. Y'all gonna see us again tomorrow, all over Woodward Sports. So
I'm on all 3 shows tomorrow.
Tune in. And like Sean said, man, check out all the channels, check out all the content creators. We're gonna have a lot of stuff you got to consume, get you through your day, get you through your work, get you through whatever, man. If you just want to have fun, we're gonna be here and we're gonna have it all. Also, we got some fun stuff coming. I forgot to tell you guys this, but we got a Joe Dumars profile coming. We're gonna have Keith Trudeau here. He's gonna come in and he's
Heck
going
yeah.
to just lay it down. All of it. We got to. Joe Dumars, he deserves a few more flowers than we give him.
Absolutely, man.
Definitely. So we're gonna have some fun with that. We definitely, Sean, you gotta do your homework, right? And
Oh,
Jeff too.
Hey, I've already done my homework, baby. I know. I'll do some more. but I'm ready.
I'm messing. These cats, I'm telling you, yo, who we roll with. I like that. Bless you. who we roll with Woodward Pistons. Everybody, you have to understand something. It's not fashion and just passion and fandom. It's knowledge. It's how these guys approach this their study. I'm talking about hitting me up like, yo, what are we talking about next week? So that they can get into it and make sure that before we come in front of you guys on this, yo, that we know what we're talking about. That we can rely on the information that these guys are talking about. And I implore you, go back, listen to some of those streams, look at the comments.
It's consistent.
It's consistent. You can trust Woodward Pistons, man. We're here for you.
Absolutely, man. We're doing the homework, man.
We are. But hey, Jaden Ivey, Jalen Duren, Troy Weaver, all hail Troy Weaver.
I don't think we can end this stream other than chanting one thing that we're going to be chanting a whole lot in the LCA this year, and that is Detroit basketball.
Gotta
Thank
do
y'all
it.
so much for tuning in, man.
That is a wrap. Thank y'all.